and then now you can't even stay on this coast. You're on the East Coast. You're in New York, DC. You go to Washington Square Park in New York City. You're the first one to set tent up right there, and we have never seen an event like that ever. I want to get into all that, but
once, fives, throw them 20s. Looking down in the club, throw no money. Didn't want me, it's so funny.
Hey, bro, what's up, dog? Well, that's you.
Now they get killed, go get her a GoFundMe. I done made a couple of hundred through pandemic. Hard 6 Vegas like P, no damn limit. Yo, ass nigga money was short, that damn midget. Lifestyle rubbers won't work, I can't fit it. Disney Plus a fuck a Netflix. Get her on the prompt and I'm hitting the next bitch. Bitch, your last nigga don't exist. Ain't about $1.
What's going on, guys? Big Chief here. Welcome back to another episode of To Be Blunt. I'm here with my co-host, AJ Corleone.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
This is not just any regular, degler, schmegler episode right here.
Yeah, it is.
We got motherfucking Doja EK in the building.
Let's go.
Yeah, you gave me one hell of an intro, bro. This is gonna be a regular ass podcast.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just fucking with you, bro. I appreciate you having me, dog. Definitely long overdue, man. This is probably one of the top podcasts I really wanted to do, man. So I appreciate y'all having me, bro.
Nah, thank you for
So if you don't know who Doja EK is, part of the Doja brand outline, and just in case, other than that, on top, he shows you can do multiple things just with one brand. He brought himself in the brand. He did the EK section of the brand. Keeps the quality, keeps the standards, keeps everything at the high focus from where he started with, because he started with the brand from the beginning. That's what I want to figure out. So go ahead and go light one up. Chief one with us, and if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe and comment your favorite part below, because we love the interaction, and Meta be trying to gatekeep us from the world, so go ahead and share it as well.
Good luck.
Hey, bro.
What's up, Pop?
Appreciate you for pulling up on me.
Most
we got the whole
definitely,
gang
bro.
back here. We got PBR on the background.
Yeah.
We got Hood Baby Cultivation.
Yep.
I got
That's
my
our
Hood
house.
Baby Fit.
Yes,
Get this
sir.
to me on my birthday.
Yeah, man.
And
Shout out,
today
hey man, real quick, bro. It's this man. I know where
It
you was
is his
going with this
birthday,
shit, bro.
yeah.
Happy birthday to Hood Baby, man.
Happy birthday to the Hood
You know
Baby
what I'm saying?
HB in the
That man,
building.
you know what I'm saying? That man's started in my DMs, bro, telling me, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, that he got some shit, he doing it different, bro, and you know what I'm saying, got connected through Yellow Thumb in a way, and then we finally did our own little link ups a couple times, bro, and you know what I'm saying, come to find out, my man from Oakland, he from the Bay, man, I'm from San Jose,
shit.
bro, so the energy was just mutual, bro. It was just super fucking
destined.
hype,
It
dog,
was
you know what I'm
destined to
saying?
happen.
So
dope ass motherfuckers in here. And
That's
then
fire.
he hit me up. He was like, bro, it's my birthday. I don't give a fuck. EK's in here. PBR's coming.
That's love,
we gotta
bro.
pull
That's
up.
love,
So,
my
bro, we
bro.
gonna pull up on his birthday just to support you. And that's
That's
motherfucking love.
That's love,
And then
bro,
I want to
saying.
figure out why do people love you the way they do? So I had to bring you on the pod and like really break down the situation, bro. So from my understanding, from what it is, bro, you're just a delivery driver, and then now you can't even stay on this coast. You're on the East Coast. You're in New York, DC. You go to Washington Square Park in New York City. You're the first one to set tent up right there, and we have never seen an event like that ever. I want to get into all that, but
appreciate that,
starting
bro.
from the beginning, bro. Where you from, bro? You
Shit.
say you from?
I'm from San Jose,
The San
California,
Jose.
bro. I mean, I'm from the Shark Tank, the 408. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I'm from like little West San Jose, bro, and then grew up in Santa Clara. Yeah, dog. Growing up in the Bay, dog, I was like just destined to be involved with weed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like, bro. Like I started smoking at 12, started selling weed at 14.
12?
Yeah, man.
All my friends, bro. Why 12, bro?
Bro, hey, it's like that, right? It's common with most stoners, bro, that they start smoking around the age of 12. Like when I hear people's story, I'm like, damn, bro, you too? Like, yo, we was all meant to be in this shit. You know?
There's at least like 50 people on this pod that smoked before for the age of 15, and most of them, someone was like 8 years old. That was crazy.
That's wild.
How old like the
How
curiosity,
old were
like
they?
getting into your
How old were they?
No, they were 8 years old.
No,
man.
no, no,
What
no.
the
How
fuck?
old, when they told you that, how old were they in that
And they're
moment?
like probably 30 now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, damn. That's about. I thought for some reason I thought that'd be like a 50-year-old, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the old heads be smoking when they was like 6, 7, 8,
Six?
bro. Yeah,
Bro, different times,
different.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Different upbringings. But nah, bro. Being from the Bay, I just knew I was gonna do shit with weed, bro. Like I was just known in my high school for that dude with fire weed. Like I wasn't really into selecting shit yet. Like I really didn't. Like I knew differences between indoor, like hydro, depths, like whatever I was able to learn from some OGs, bro. But for the most part, like I was just grabbing whatever smelled fire.
You're selling
know
by
what
the
I'm saying?
gram, by the 8?
You know what I'm saying? I was selling it by the gram back then, bro. $10 a gram all the way up.
All
I don't give
day.
a fuck, bro.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like senior year of high school, bro, that you had motherfuckers trying to compete and you had to work your way to, all right, bro, I got you on a $20 eighth. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit, bro. And then once you got to eighths, though, it's like, yo, like you ain't leaving at the house except for an eighth. You feel me? It's like no more grams, no more like dubs for fucking like $7.50 50 cents, no more none of that shit, bro. I just sold eights, you know. But with the humble beginnings with Doja, bro. So I moved to Sacramento in 2014, and I was in a rough spot, bro.
How old are you?
I was 19, turning 20.
Oh, fresh out of high school.
Yeah,
pretty
type
much.
shit. You feel me? Yeah, bro. I jumped out of high school. I had to take care of my dad because he got diagnosed with a severe case of lung cancer, and you know what I'm saying, he passed away on me at a young age, bro.
Man.
Nah,
Sorry
bro,
to
it's
hear
all
about
good,
that,
bro.
bro.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for this man, bro, I would not have the blessings I have today. You feel me, bro? You gotta dap me on that one, bro. Shout out to my pops, bro.
Shout out Pops.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Pops.
He
Shout out
definitely
Pops.
keeps it, you know what I'm saying, rocking for your boy, man. I'm telling you, I feel like the reason why people gravitate towards me the way that they do, bro, is because I was able to get, my dad was like that. I don't know what the fuck this man was doing, bro, but like the neighborhood kids, the neighbors, everybody,
had
bro.
the energy.
Yeah,
Everybody
bro,
would gravitate
everybody.
to
It don't
him.
matter if you were a mailman or whatever, like
Totally.
whatever job you had. If you
Yeah.
stop by my building, you knocking on my dad's door and you talking to him for like
Sick,
5-10
sick.
minutes. You know,
So that's what you inherited from him.
Yeah, man.
Same thing.
I really believe that's what I got from
Positive
him, bro.
energy, positive
dope.
impact.
That's
So-
huge.
So when you leave, even though like we had a conversation, I keep that conversation with me, bro. That's how impactful your energy is,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, I
So shout out
appreciate
to
that.
that.
Thank you,
So
bro.
you're up there, 19 years old.
Yeah, man. So I was smoking meth.
You're smoking meth.
The story,
This shit
that's
went-
what,
turned
you know what I'm saying?
real
Real quick. Good ass energy, good
shit went
vibes.
left.
And then when I started, I was on drugs.
So a lot of people in the Bay were smoking meth or what?
Nah, man. So my father passed away, bro, and like my dad passed away like in my arms, like at the hospital. You
bro.
feel me? So like I saw some shit that really fucked with me, bro. And like
yeah.
I had to move back in with my mom's. And she didn't like that I was selling weed, you know, but like,
Yeah.
bro, that's what I was doing to maintain my dad's.
Yeah,
I was paying. I didn't want him to take all these oxys and shit, bro. I was really trying to maintain him high off of weed, Rick Simpson oil, like so many different edibles.
Yeah.
You know, but
Things that you believed in.
Yeah, 100%. You feel
Yeah.
me? I'm not gonna just give you just because you dying doesn't mean I should just drug you and fucking just have you be on one, you know. But he passed away. I got kicked out of my mom's house because I couldn't stop selling weed. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to go back to school and like. This energy I got now, like I didn't have that shit when my dad
Okay,
passed away.
okay.
You feel me, bro? Like I wasn't the same person, bro.
Gotcha.
Like I was doing I was producing music. I was selling weed, bro. I was making noise in my little world.
You were producing music like in the studio.
Yeah,
They're going
type
in there.
shit. Yeah,
you thought you were gonna be like.
That's what I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought, that's what I
You
thought.
thought that was gonna be your route.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
music was gonna be my shit, bro. You feel me? Like my
And
dad
then weed
supported
was
that.
like extracurricular.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
outside.
The weed just allowed me to pay for my cell phones. It allowed me to fucking pay for equipment, bro. Like I got
Gotcha.
me my first cell phone when I was a sophomore in high school, bro. Like I sold an ounce, and then I went to fucking Metro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about out here, bro, but in the Bay, Metro was big.
yeah.
You saying you go in and
The
pay
chirp?
$50? You
Yeah.
feel me? $15
Metro was
a month
booming over
plan,
there, huh?
30, bro.
Yeah.
It was the shit, bro. So I got my first phone that way, selling weed, and then I started noticing that I was able to buy other shit for myself. You feel me? I didn't just rely on my pops giving me bread. You know,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying? But he told me that too. He said if I ever wanted shoes or something that I didn't need, I'd have to find my own way to work for it. You know what I'm saying? So I did that with Tree, bro.
Yeah.
And I was doing music, bro. So that's what I thought I was doing. Like that was gonna be my whole goal. But once he passed away, like that shit like declined, you know?
Gotcha.
So because every day, bro, I was just taking care of him. I was able to just sell Tree out the door, work on music. Sell Tree out the door, out the window.
Take care
make
of
music.
Pops.
Yeah, that's it. You feel
So
me,
you
bro?
can stay close to him and all
Yeah,
that.
man,
Yeah,
24/7, bro. We went every day for radiation. You know what I'm saying? We went once a week for chemo. So we'd be like at 8 to 12 hours at the hospital, man. So when he
You're
passed
19
away,
years old going through this.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
bro. You know
bro,
what's
that's a
crazy?
lot.
I didn't
That's a
notice.
lot.
I
That's a
really
lot.
didn't know how crazy. See, people would say
Yeah,
that to
bro.
me at that time, but because that's
And-
my dad, like I didn't
yeah,
feel like that. You feel me? I
yeah.
felt like I let him down. I felt like
Yeah.
I didn't have what it took to be able to take care of him to a full capacity. But I remember this like 40-something-year-old lady brought the hospital. Like she's asking me, like that was my dad had me at 50 years old too. You feel me? So like he was 50 years
crazy.
older than me. So when I was like 19, bro, my man's in his 60s. He's about to be
Gotcha.
70. You know.
Gotcha.
So everybody thought he was my grandpa. And this lady was just like, she was like, yo, like, are you like, who's helping you out? And I'm like, nobody. The fuck is my dad. Who's gonna help me out?
You're not even 21 yet. You know what I'm saying?
And she was like, you're doing this all alone? She's like, I don't understand how any adult in your family would let you do that. Like she was mad. She was like legitly hot about my situation with my dad. But she was so hot, she spoke to a fucking social worker, which I didn't know I could get by the state, you feel me? But she got me a social worker that came up to me in my dad's little room we were in.
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, like I kind of heard about you through this lady. And it's crazy because, bro, I never spoke to that lady ever again. That was the one time and like my story touched her to where she got me some genuine help.
You never know who you're
You know what
speaking
I'm saying?
to, bro.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, bro. She was an angel, bro. She was definitely a blessing.
Shout out her.
You know, so after that, she would kick it with my dad, and she tried allowing me to have like a regular life, you know? She's like, yo, like go to the park, go do some shit, like be with your friends, like don't like it's not good for you to be like these shouldn't be the only memories that you have right now. So shout out to her, man. She was a dope social
dope,
worker.
bro. That's dope.
You know, but once he bro. So once he passed away, I wasn't myself. I got kicked out of my mom's because I was selling weed, and that's when I was like couch hopping, bro. And that's when I realized, I'm like, bro, I would rather try to stay in a shelter, sleep on the street, than fucking hop on my boy's couch, bro. Because obviously they know my situation, they want to help me out. They're like, bro, we got your back, and that's all love. But bro, there's only you can only stay on someone's couch for so long until they're just like, yo, bro, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't gonna let my relationship with my fucking boys. My boys were like my brothers, bro. You feel me? I wasn't gonna just like let that be the last sight of their boy, and then they see that I'm doing bad.
You weren't trying to inconvenience people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I stayed at a shelter one time, bro, and I realized, yo, fuck, they treat us like shit there, bro. That was my one and done. I started sleeping on concrete after my dad passed away, bro. I was dating somebody at the time. Like, she'd be bringing me blankets. She was bringing me pillows and shit, bro, which was cool. She was solid for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where I'd be if like shit like that didn't happen, bro. And I still had some relatives that were trying to drop me off food. You know what I'm saying? They kept like, yo, move in with us. You just got to stop selling weed. And I'm just like, bro, that's how I'm making money. I'm living on the street, but at least I'm making money. You feel me? But again, I had somebody who I used to do like just like fun like party shit with. You feel me? Like we used to like just sniff blow. We used to just fucking just get high off a hella weed. And then we went to his crib, bro, and like he like lined some shit up, which I thought was blow. And bro, like when I took a sniff, it was meth. You know what I'm saying? And like that got, bro, like I got reeled in that way, bro. But I got reeled in because I didn't know that dude's older cousin was like a big time meth dealer. So like they saw me at a low.
So it was unintentional.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I think it was intentional.
They saw you at the low and they were like, we can get another customer right there.
100%, bro. I swear to God.
Right there.
Like I didn't think of that like that before because, bro, I like to think really highly and good in people. You feel me? Before
I'll get the benefit of the doubt.
I think they're a devil or an angel, whatever, bro. Like I try to get, you feel me? Because you never know. You get fuck up a couple times and get your shit right. You feel me? So like I like to think good about people.
1000%.
But nah, bro, I definitely.
If someone's offering you meth, they don't want good for you.
Let's just say that. See, but if you would have said that, I wouldn't have hit that, bro. I didn't even know it was meth.
But they didn't tell you shit.
Bro, I sniffed that shit, bro, and fucking the right side of my face, bro, I feel like I sniffed glass. My nose started instantly bleeding, and I got this crazy adrenaline, and I didn't know what to do but run. Nigga, I took out that door, bro. Bro, I ran for like 10 minutes, bro, and I ran back.
That's when someone's on tweaking on drugs. They're like, definitely on meth.
You can imagine that, bro, nose bleeding, you're jetting down the street.
Somebody seen you and they were like, he's on drugs.
Yo, 100%, bro, 1,000. So but anyway, after that shit, bro, I went from sniffing it, and unfortunately, I got into smoking it. But the way I started smoking it, bro, this is gonna fuck y'all up. Y'all in the back too. This is gonna fuck y'all up, bro. The way, so there was there was like intricate ways. I don't even know if intricate. I don't even know if I'm using the right word. Damn, bro.
Bro, it's just already been like a roller coaster.
Guys, this part is just for educational purposes only.
You really want me?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So, bro,
No.
I mean, bro, you seen the Pookie? I know that you see that shit on IG,
glass,
and bro, bro, anywhere in downtown LA, bro, any smoke shop, it's the glass pipe that they got bins of, like hella.
The roses. Sometimes they put a rose in there.
Man.
And shit,
you drop the shard in there, bro, and then you use a torch and you melt it. But before you hit it, like, you know what I'm saying, you want it to actually melt, because if you hit it while it's melting, that shit will shoot back like into your into your mouth. You feel me? And like it would burn and all that shit. But you would light it up, bro. Once it got kind of crystally brown, you just keep it lit, bro. Once it started smoking, you be hitting it and twirling it. And then the longer you hit it, bro, the thicker the cloud, bro. And then fucking, as soon as you exhale, you're automatically high. You feel me? And then fucking not. It's true what they say, bro. Like you try to chase that same fucking. I see your face. I see your face. My guy's like, goddamn. Yeah, no, but I really did that shit. And a high school teacher taught me how to do that.
No way.
The high school teacher taught you how to smoke meth.
But you were already out of high school. So
I was out of high. Yeah, so I was out of high school, bro. And that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
There's ways to be able to fucking like get a hold of that shit, bro. But when you're new in that world, bro, and like your plug ain't answering, you try to find desperate ways, bro. And people used to go on Craigslist and would type certain shit, bro, and the dark web, bro. I ended up fucking throwing a post up there, which I realized now was hella hot. Like I was legitly asking for meth, bro. Like I was like, yo, I'm looking for fucking speed. Or not speed, go fast. I'm looking for go fast. If you got it, I typically pay this much and shit, bro. Crazy.
You're on that low period of your time, you had find
hell,
that that's
bro,
pretty
bro,
it's pretty down
like,
there.
at that time, I felt like my pops left me, which was my rock, and then I wasn't really cool with family either because you know what I'm saying. Like
They wanted you to stop
They wanted
smoking
me.
all that
Yeah, they
shit.
wanted me to stop doing something
like
that
rock
it's like.
bottom type
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah,
It was
bro.
100% rock bottom, bro. Like
Because
I don't
you
think
lost
I've ever.
your rock, and then like you had no guidance.
Yeah,
like,
man.
everything was just
It was-
day to day. It sounded
It was,
like.
bro. It was day to day, bro. It was like,
Yeah.
it was. I wasn't going nowhere, bro. And I'll tell you this, bro. After this dude answered my ad, he like, I even gave him my address. I met him up at this old like fucking like tow truck spot, bro. And I see this fool pull up. I gave him my address, bro, my number. I got a text that he's on his way. So, bro, some weird shit could have happened, bro. Like I could
easy,
you know what I'm
easy,
saying?
bro.
But like I was withdrawing so hard for not fucking having my fix, bro. I was up for like 3 days.
Damn.
And I started crashing hard, bro. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to keep this shit going. I end up fucking, this fool pulls up, bro. And then when he pulls up, I open the door and I get in. Like I don't even look at him. Like I sit down, I close the door for it because I wasn't ready to see this fool yet. So I'm like, fuck. And then when I turn, it was fucking Anthony Butler, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was Mr. fucking Butler, bro. My high school teacher.
Somebody's
bro.
watching and they're like, "Yo,
Bro,
I
your high
know
school
him."
teacher at that
man.
point.
I'm gonna be
I
honest with you,
know
bro.
him.
So look, bro, I used to not say this motherfucker's name, bro, for some
Crazy.
reason out of some weird respect. But nah, nigga, fuck that fool.
Yeah,
That fool
yeah,
told me,
yeah.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
your teacher, bro.
Instead of being
Instead of
like,
teach
yo,
you, get out
Yeah,
there.
instead of
bro,
guiding
yeah,
you
bro,
or
you
some
feel
other
me?
Trying to bring you in.
He tried to bring me in, bro, and then
Damn.
like I go back to his apartment, bro, and like his apartment looked crazy chill, bro. It's like you would think it's a teacher's apartment.
So it was like a functioning.
Yeah, bro, he was a bro. Once I
messy.
saw
Super
how he
function.
was hitting, bro. Once like that 2-week run I had with him, bro, where we were getting high together every day. That's when I was like, oh, bro, like this was been on one in school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like instantly, like
You
when
could
he
tell this
when
is
he
his
had certain
lifestyle.
tendencies of like doing shit like
But
this.
you
and
remembered when you were in
everything,
his class.
bro, hell yeah, I remember.
Wow.
He would, bro, I'd always look at his fingers. I'm like, yo, why is his finger so fucked up? And he said he had like paralysis or some whatever.
He made some shit up.
Yeah, no, bro, there's a condition like that, but he made it up so it didn't look suspicious on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So bro, he gave me my first pookie pipe. You know what I'm saying? And bro, the crazy, his boy that was selling him meth, bro, was a fucking band instructor at Stanford.
Bro, that's
What's up with this, bro?
Stanford?
Bro, I swear to God, I didn't believe it until he came through and he opened up his thing, bro. His credentials were on his little briefcase. You know, like where you can put your business card, like a little. His credentials are right there, bro, like a little like metal plate, and it said Stanford, bro, and then
Bro,
whatever fucking instructor, whatever he was, bro. And when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, this life is crazy, bro."
You never know.
So,
I'm like, at that point, I started thinking everybody in my city was on meth, bro. Everybody gave me a red flag, and bro, there'd be times that I'm like looking for some, and I'm talking to somebody, and I'm like, should I ask this fool
Do you
for
do meth?
some?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
yo,
God.
you know what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
gonna
it's
ask,
crazy.
do you do meth? You were like, should I ask him for some meth? That's some crazy
So
shit.
I've
bro,
heard like I know like for coke that's like a normal thing.
yeah.
Like there's doctors, lawyers, like
All
there's
that shit.
mad people. But damn, bro, for meth, that's crazy.
Bro, you wouldn't believe
That's
how many
crazy.
functioning moms are out there, bro.
They do
Damn,
meth.
Bro,
that's
yeah, I had a
wild,
homie
dude.
that used to fucking
That's
be a
wild to
driver
think,
for a
yeah.
meth dealer. And he was like, yo, EK, bro. I went with this dude and like 3 different people who I never would have thought do meth.
Yeah.
Were doing meth. Like they walked into a house and the mom had a baby and like fucking other kids in the back playing and fucking she's buying meth, goes to the bathroom, she's smoking it out in the back room, and then she comes and does her shit. But she was
Wild
also
times.
drinking hella, bro. So she was so bro, when you do meth, bro, you could drink like a motherfucker, bro. You feel me? I don't know if y'all ever took ecstasy and you can drink a superior amount on ecstasy. It's like that on meth times 100. Like you can just pound that shit down. It kept you like a weird level.
How'd you pull yourself out of that?
Oh, bro.
Because then you're
I
getting
moved-
deeper and deeper in there.
I moved out of the Bay, bro. Once I started, bro, I was fat, bro. Before, like right now, bro, I'm gaining weight now because my girl pregnant type shit, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like I fucking
pregnancy
like
weight.
I was like 220 pounds at a point before or when I started meth, bro. Bro, I got to 126 pounds when I was smoking meth.
Dane lost about 80-some
Bro,
pounds.
I lost almost 100, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, it was insane. It was definitely my rock bottom moment, bro. Like it was a trip, and it wasn't until people were making a lot of comments about it, and I was like, you know what, bro?
Because now
like,
it's obvious. Now
it's
It just
obvious.
got obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Even if
so
I was
anybody who
selling, we
knows
were
you
working.
or knew you and they saw you, they knew that what you were up to.
How'd you feel
100%.
when someone was like, EK does meth or EK's on meth? Like, how'd you feel in that situation?
It
At that
never
time,
got
though.
to that point, bro. Everybody just thought I was doing hella blow. because of my dad passing away. You feel me? And everybody knew I was homeless too. Everybody knew that I was sleeping on the street and everything, bro. Like it was kind of a public thing, bro. I tried to obviously keep it hidden.
It's super traumatic though, bro.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
something like that, super traumatic.
Now
It's
looking at you where you come from, even hearing that story, looking at you now, I'm kind of looking at you like a little different, bro. On some for real, not like you just met you like that, but pulling yourself out of a place like that, it takes so much motherfucking much to consistently create a whole new life over and over and over and over. But we're gonna get to that. But how'd you pull yourself out of you moved out of the Bay?
I moved out of the Bay and I wanted to go somewhere that seemed far at the time. Now it's not that far. And I wanted to go somewhere where I didn't know, but I went to Sacramento. So it was 2.5 hours from San Jose. But for me, that 2.5 hours might as well have been fucking 10. You feel me, dog?
It was another world.
Yeah, I had to pay a homegirl. Shout out to Viana, because if she didn't call me out on my shit or drive me to Sac, I don't know what I would have done. So shout out to her.
So she picked you up and she took you over there.
Yeah, I gave her a QP, a Bubba Kush, to be able to take me. You know what I'm saying, to Sac, and she drove me there. And I went to stay with a homie, my boy Herschel. Shout out to Herschel, bro. Herschel allowed me to. He convinced his mom to let me stay with him for like 30 days. But I only had 30 days because they had Section 8 housing. So the landlord, checked in. Yeah, the landlord is always on them. So if they see a new person living there, they get on them. Exactly, you know. So she gave me 30 days, and I just remember telling her yo, my first day, I'm gonna give me a job. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking. I was like, I'm not that type of dude. And I was motivated, bro. You feel me? I was struggling because I was withdrawing from the meth, and I was trying to get clean. You know what I'm saying? But things were kind of falling into place, bro. But the only problem is when you do shit like meth, bro, if you're in that world, bro, when you're trying to get out, that shit follow you. I started running into hella people in Sac that were smoking meth. Hella people, bro. It kept getting introduced to me, bro.
The life.
You feel me?
Did you try it again in Sac, or you're like, no?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I did when I just got to Sac. And then after that, though, bro, I don't know if this shit was, it wasn't good shit. I got good shit in the Bay. That shit in Sac, that shit was ass, bro.
Well, thank God.
You know what I'm saying? Sac meth is ass, we know now.
It made man. If you get meth in Sac, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. Not the 916 meth ain't that, nah, man.
None of this shit,
I'm just kidding. But, bro, thank God for that bad trip, though, because
it was meant to be. It had to be like that.
100%, bro.
Because if it was like a fumble, all right, a quick little relapse.
Yeah.
It couldn't be a good experience, or else you would have went full blown.
It would have brought back in.
You got a horrible experience with Sac with the meth.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly what you needed.
I was bro, it was crazy, dog.
Thank God it was ass.
Bro, it was crazy, bro. I was staying at a spot, bro, the same night. I was itching like crazy, thinking that it was the meth making me itch.
Yeah.
Bro, I got fucking bed bugs because of the bitch's house that I was staying at, bro.
Bro, this is getting worse.
I woke up and, bro, I didn't know that bug bites they bite in threes. So you just have pairs of 3 bites. Like everywhere,
alien, little
bro.
Triangles everywhere.
Yeah, it was, bro. It was crazy, dog. So that trip
I didn't know that either.
Bro. That trip was bad. So you know what I'm saying. That's when I was with my boy's mom after my first day there. I got a job. I kept my promise. I got hired instantly.
Where'd you work?
I worked at DirecTV. No, my bad. Dish Network in the middle of Galleria Mall in Roseville.
Wow.
Sick.
Yeah, you feel me? So bro, I remember I said this shit on JP's podcast, bro. I think it's a funny story because the dude, I introduced myself, bro. I lied like crazy on my resume. You feel me? I was like, bro, I was a manager here. I mean, I was managers before I quit my day jobs and just sold weed for my dad. I did do a lot of superior management roles in my career, bro. But I lied like crazy because I needed a job. And then the dude is speaking Spanish. I'm like, I can speak Spanish too. You know what I'm saying? He's like, ¿Cómo estamos, compa? Blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fucking get on his good side. And he's like, yo, you're a salesman? I'm like, bro, I can sell anything, bro. I can sell fucking ice to an Eskimo. He's like, all right, bet. He's like, you get this job if you make 1 sale right now in this mall. And then I'm like, all right, bet, easy. You feel me, bro? Yeah. And the workers are like, yo, bro, you're not getting this job. They do not.
They're hating on you, huh?
No, bro, because they told me straight up, they're like, bro, we've been here for 3 months and nobody's made a sale.
Nobody does it.
He's like, bro, dog, we're offering people to save money. He's like, you're in a rich ass area, bro. He's like, people will tell you.
They don't care.
I don't care about saving money. You know what I'm saying? Sell me something else. So I did it, bro, and I walked to a girl, and since the dude was kind of far, I'm chopping it up with her, and she's like, bro, I'm not interested. And I said, look, if I don't act like I'm selling you this right now, I'm not getting this job. And I need this job. I just need you to just come. Even if you give me a fake credit card, I don't care.
Shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And she started laughing, and then I was still making it seem like I'm talking to her about the sale, and she hooked me up, bro. She came to the fucking kiosk. Fake credit card, because they don't run this shit until after the day.
Yeah, because this is the paperwork time.
You feel me? So he was like, you got the job, bro. He made me manager instantly, bro. Bro, you know what I'm saying? But bro,
you gotta make it happen, bro. That's what make it happen,
100%, bro. I had to, bro. There was no zero sales in that mall. So the way to keep my shit alive, I would do door to door, bro, on days off.
Oh, sick.
And I would just fucking
See,
make
but
at
that's
least
drive.
4 or
That's, like,
5 sales,
real
bro. You feel me?
drive.
Like I
Yeah.
just
That's
like
grinding.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro? Bro, I needed to, bro. At that time, bro, there was no more music. I was still selling weed, bro. But the thing about Sac is like it's like the Bay. In that time, they are not gonna let someone they don't know be a part of their collective
Yeah.
or be a part
There's
of the
already a
delivery.
network.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
feel me? Like they're not
infrastructure
gonna
made.
trust you. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like it's
Why-
just like
why
that.
is
You're not
that,
gonna come
though?
in and take
We
over.
got to think about it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? For us, bro, we kind of got it good right now with this weed shit. You know what I'm saying? For like some of the pioneers, bro, back in the day, like this shit was mad like illegal. Like they was really getting hit for this
Yeah,
shit, you know?
yeah.
And how would you feel accepting this fucking kid like, "Oh yeah, you want to work for us? All right, cool." Not knowing him at a time where it was very vital to not let outsiders in. You feel me? That's how it was in the Bay at
Yeah.
least, bro. Like I tried working at hella clubs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they try.
They're
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm
gatekeeping
saying?
pretty much, yeah.
Bro, gatekeeping. You feel me? And a lot of the times, though, bro, like I get it, because a lot of these delivery services and even the stores, bro, there were regular trappers that were trying to do it the medical way. You feel me?
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
weren't trying to. They're like, bro, if something's going good for them, they wasn't trying to add anybody or
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
to be able to fuck that up. You
Yeah.
know? So like that's how I grew up in the Bay, and then in Sac it was the same thing, dog. I tried getting into hella clubs, hella deliveries and shit, but I would always sell weed, and when I would quit my 9 to 5 to sell weed in Sac, it would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would go wrong because I was putting somebody on, and then I give somebody like a QP, and then they fuck me off on the QP.
Yeah, and
so
run
now
off.
I gotta go to get a quick day job just to be able to fucking
Just
pay
to
my
make it
rent.
back.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it was a lot of that in Sacramento, bro. But I really started getting clean though. Like I went to school at American River College. I was taking music courses there. I was working as a carpenter at the time. You feel me? So I was making some cool bread. Everything was kind of cool. I had my own
Yeah.
spot.
Carpenter.
Yeah, I said carpenter.
Carpenter, like
Carpenter
they
with
like
the
build
and
stuff,
shit.
wood and stuff.
Yeah, bro. Like I got into fucking staining and lacquering, bro. Like I got into fucking. I love the way of like after the shit's all built. You know, like that professional finish you see on shit, bro. Like I love creating
Varnishing
that.
it, all that stuff,
that,
yep.
bro. It was dope, bro. I was like my
Sick.
get down, and I was getting paid cool, bro. And I got tipped hella because I was just cool with my client, like the people's house who owned
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like I was cool with them, bro, and they fucked with me. I'd always leave with at least like $100 tip off of just the strength of them fucking with me. So
Your energy started getting better around this time. Then
Oh,
you're
100.
growing.
Yeah, bro. No, for sure, bro. Like at the second that I got out of that 30 days from my boy's mom's house when I first moved there, and I got my apartment in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Of that 30 days, so I only needed
so-
15 days to be able to get my own
damn,
spot.
that's
You know?
That's good, bro.
Yeah. So I hopped out like that. I'm not gonna lie. I still stayed to 30 days, just you know what I'm saying, milk this
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
dog, because I needed more time to buy some
wanted a little
furniture.
cushion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I ended up,
good.
yeah, bro. I ended up doing that, and then I get my own spot, bro, and then that's where I tried selling weed and doing my own shit, bro, and I got kicked out of my fucking my apartment.
That you just got.
Yeah,
For
bro.
selling weed.
Not even for the weed, bro.
For what?
There was this fucking
Damn.
kid named Tyler, this white boy, and we would smoke together. And when I saw he's getting kicked out, I'm thinking, oh, that's fucked up, bro. That's a homie of mine, blah blah blah. Yo, you can stay with me while you try to figure it out. I didn't know the reason he got kicked out, bro. His reason for getting kicked out was non-payment of rent. It was fucking like he was threatening the fucking the manager lady of the building, and then he was the fucking maintenance man's son, bro. And then me and him get into this fucking weird ass beef, dog. Like, and it just got crazy where he was pretty much trying to squat in my shit, bro. And then,
Oh,
bro,
you wouldn't leave?
bro? Nah, bro. So fucking,
He was like a menace.
bro. It wasn't. It was
That's-
insane.
You're just
bro.
going through it,
bro.
huh?
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. Bro, the first like 2.5, 3 years of Sacramento, dog. It was fucking ups and downs, bro. Like Sacramento is filled with a lot of characters, bro. 916.
I didn't say
bro,
you didn't say you experienced it,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like 916 people, bro. Like you gonna meet some fucking diamonds in the rough, bro. But boy, is it rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's a lot of
saying?
rough.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what it sounds like to
so
me.
I end up, but I get out of that shit, bro. I get kicked out, but the whole point of that is there was this group of dudes that didn't fuck with this kid either, and they saw that I'm getting kicked out based off of his it's his fault, his doing. So they're like, yo, bro, like, we fuck with you, dog. Like, you can stay with us. 3 white boys, bro. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
I was, yeah, bro, hella crazy. Like,
Crazy.
fucking Caius, Josh, and Rasty.
How'd you
bro.
meet them?
Bro, they were in the same building. I would
Okay.
always smoke
So
weed, and
they
then we
just
started
saw you
talking
and they
about
were like,
weed. Yeah,
damn,
like,
that's crazy.
they would show me the weed they'd get from doctor's orders. From, at the time, Connected was Collective Efforts, you know? So, like, they were showing me the weed and cookies they were getting there, because at the time, Burner made a specific partnership with Connected and Collective Efforts that only they had legitimate cookies.
Okay.
You feel me?
So you were
they-
seeing the cookies and smoking that shit. where you're
yeah, I
right
mean,
there.
I've tried cookies since 2009, bro. I was a junior in high school when I tried that shit, bro. So,
Damn,
like,
that's
I remember that shit vividly. But seeing that other people are appreciating. Bro, at the time, you got to think about it. Me being from the Bay, I'm living in Sac. I see all these Sac kids admiring Bay weed. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the Bay, dog. You feel me? All that weed right there, bro. Yeah, I've been had that shit. Yeah. You feel me?
You
That's
were in the
us.
mix with it. So
Yeah,
you really knew.
but they let me stay with him knowing what this dude was doing. And yeah, bro, so I kind of just started rocking with them, bro. And then same shit, bro. I quit my day job at the time to do weed. And then I had a dude do me dirty with like fucking 3 zips. So I had to get another day job.
Trying to get the re-up back.
Yeah, so they saw that I was really working.
Get the payment paid.
And then it got to where we were leaving that building because we had roaches everywhere, bro. So we left there. Me and Caius went and got a spot, and then fucking Josh and Raz got a spot. Same building, so we would always kick it with each other.
So you connected with one of them and you went and got your own spot.
Type shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, he was cool. Kai, you're cool. You're cool, Kai.
You're cool,
You know what I'm saying?
another
Josh
story
and
back
wrestling,
there.
y'all hella cool. But Kai, you all right, bro.
Yeah, there's
You know what I'm
another
saying?
story back there. We'll get into
No, yeah,
it.
that's
But no,
something
man,
else.
I'll say this though, man. Like his stepdad and his mom, like they heard my story, bro. Like one day I show up to the crib and keep in mind I had nothing but an air mattress, so I show up, bro. They bought me a bed. They got me a TV.
Oh,
they got me
man.
some clothes. They got me a little fucking
Whose
couch
parents?
seat. Kai's.
Shout out Kai.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm
That's
saying. Kai
love.
cool. He cool. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
love.
Like
That's
his
love.
parents and shit were hella dope with me, dog. So they said they adopted me or some shit.
Nah, that's
but
love.
it was all love, bro. So we were there for a year, and in that year, bro, I'm like, you know what? Since I got a roommate now,
Yeah.
I was like, let me get just like a regular like fucking 12-hour-a-week job and just sell weed full time. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and I started fucking with a lot of delivery services. I started like trying to get into like a cannabis roll out there in fucking Sac. I thought I could really do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at that time, bro, Yola, shout out Dope as Yola, he was doing his thing on IG, bro.
Okay.
This
I
is
just seen him the other day.
Yeah, I remember watching his shit, bro, in 20, like I think it was like 15, 16, bro. And I remember being like, yo, this motherfucker really doing shit with weed. Not a lot of people were making like weed memes and
Content,
shit like that, bro. Yeah.
especially content where they were scared all the time, look crazy. You know what I mean?
bro, it was crazy, dog. Like so, like seeing where he's at now, bro. Me and him being able to link up and we chop it up. That shit, bro. Like I think that shit's iconic to me because I would literally watch this dude as I'm trying to find my own way into this weed lane. You know, so
Yeah.
I
Hey,
fucking,
inspiration comes from many directions, bro. But I didn't
bro.
expect it to come from that direction. Dope as Yolo, super dope, bro. You got a part of Doja EK story right here. Super dope.
So
Yeah.
then from Sacktown and all that,
So from Sac, bro.
how'd you get to LA?
So
No, before
I'll
that,
tell you
how'd
this.
you meet? How'd you meet Doja?
Oh,
when
you
were
met
up there?
Doja.
Yeah.
up
So
there.
so
Okay.
I was staying. It was 2017, and Ryan was doing the deliveries himself. You know what I'm saying? Him and his original partners. But like I said, but you gotta keep in mind at those times, like it was just homies that were just trapping, trying to find their way. Bro,
Oh, real
making
quick,
shit
real quick.
alive.
Who's Ryan? If
Ryan,
they-
He came on our pod. If you didn't
Yeah.
check it out, that's Doja Pack,
Yep.
and there's Doja
Yeah.
EK.
Yeah, man. So,
Sick.
so yeah, so my big bro Ryan, he's Doja Pack. He started the brand with a couple other partners, but he would always be the one to deliver weed to me, and he
Okay.
would always fucking like every time he had some dope shit. I would never order him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would order from him when he had some alright shit, but only because I fucked with his energy so much, bro, that I didn't want to order
Got
from
it.
anybody
Got it.
else.
Oh, you fuck
Got
with
it.
bro.
Yeah, but he would always have fire in his menu, bro. It would be like a small selection, but of shit you would want. So every time he'd come through, he'd ask me, he's like, yo, bro, like, hey, bro, like, you really fuck with that strain? And I start talking to him, and he's like, yo, bro, he's like, you really know your weed. And that's what intrigued him about me. Like, he was like, dog, like, you really know your weed. Like, same shit with Chico and Drew. Like, when we would talk, we knew what we liked. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
We had a
yeah,
similar
yeah.
palate.
Yeah.
And so I guess you could say the vision at that moment for what we liked in weed was kind of the same as consumers. And there was just a time, bro, we would talk for like almost an hour every time he would.
This 2017 though.
This is 2017, bro.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
couple
pretty
months.
dope.
He would
That's
come
dope.
through. He would fucking chop game with me. He would fucking tell me what to expect, what to try. And it just got to like a point, bro, where we saw each other almost fucking like every day. And then I had a job at the time. I was a general manager at a fucking Fitness 19 gym. And I
What
was
didn't
just-
you do, bro? You got the most randomest motherfucking jobs, bro.
Hey, bro, I get it how I
Did
get
you
it.
even
I
work
do what I
out?
gotta
Stay
do and shit.
busy.
But at the
You-
time I did, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're
bro, I
trying to
did
get
work
skinny
out.
again. You were
Nah,
like 225, you went in 126, now you're trying to go back up. Huh?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Their shit was on Indeed. I applied. I got the job the same day. I said, "Fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna stick
The
with
gyms
this
hire
shit."
anybody, bro.
100% respect, bro. All you gotta do is sell memberships. When you sell memberships, they fucking
I'm
love
dead.
you. That's
I'm
it.
dead.
You know. So I was working at the gym, and that's how he hit me though. He said, "Yo, bro, you're at a gym, right?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
I get some free passes for me and my wife to work out?"
Oh, sick.
So I gave him passes, bro, and his wife came and like she told me, "Yo, I'm Ryan's wife." I said, "All right, cool. Here are your passes."
Yeah.
And bro, like the days that she would come, she saw, bro, I broke a record in sales for that gym, bro, like in those 2 days that she was there. So she told Ryan, like, yo, this motherfucker was doing this, was doing that.
This is the
like,
diamond in the rough we were talking about in Sacramento right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, she's the one that picked me. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like Ryan wasn't, like, Ryan wanted to, like, to pick me. He's like, bro, I would love for you to be my manager. I would love for you to run this shit for me so I can do other shit. But I just can't add you right now, bro. Like, he's like I'm still trying to make shit make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's
but
still
then,
building.
like, then his wife was the one that was like, yo, like, use him. Like, we can use this kid, you know?
Yeah.
So, bro, like, I fucking hit him up one day.
He's an investment, but he's a positive investment. Return on investment.
I guess that's how she was trying to, like, picture it, you know? But one day I just called this fool. I'm like, look, dog. I was like, I'm not trying to rush you. Whenever you ready, just know you got me. I'm gonna hop on. I was like, I'll crush that shit, bro, to where you can just do whatever else you need to do, bro. Because, bro, like, at that time, like, I'm viewing him as, like, yo, this, like, the fact that he knows his weed, his customer service was dope, bro. Even though Ryan sometimes ain't a people person, bro, that motherfucker is a genuine human being, bro. You feel me? And when he cares about, like, he has a passion for something, and at that time was that delivery, you can see that shit, bro. So I wanted to be able to add some value to his passion, you know? Especially because, bro, since I was 14, I wanted to do some shit with weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be able to fucking, to get in this shit, bro. And I felt like that was my shot. And I swear to God, I felt like that was my shot, bro. I'm like, well, being denied, bro. I'm like, look, bro, fuck it, man. I have a chance right here. Like, I already deal with him every day. It's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna keep making myself invaluable. I'm gonna keep showing why I'm an essential, you know?
This is the second time this happened to you in your life, because it was the first lady that the angel that spoke to the social worker. And this time around, you're just talking to bro about you're passionate about Kush and everything, because you're passionate about your father. You were there for them. You know what I mean? Passion could take you into rooms that you don't even expect. 100%. So now you left a good impression on him and his wife. And they seen you what you did, and you did the sales at the gym when you were going there. How could you not win, bro? When you're doing something positive for yourself, trying to get yourself out the hole, people are gonna take notice, bro. Even though you don't notice, you don't think that person matters, because that boy right there, he could go talk to that boy. He can go talk to he can go talk to somebody else right now about Big Sheet, whatever, and they're calling me next week. I'm like, holy fuck, I just got a really good deal right here. I just got a really good collab going right here because of this. You never know what you're doing. So you got into the Ryan calls you one day after you hit him up. He was like, it's time, boy.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I called him and I pressed it, and he pretty much told me, he was like, yo, bro, like, I don't know if I can, bro. And I said, look, bro, I was like, you don't even gotta pay me like that, bro. Like, he was trying to pay me more than I was making at the gym, but I really told him, like, bro, I'm not even tripping off of that. Like, I said, I'll make my bread in the time that I'm there. And then, like, he just told me no. And then he called me back. He's like, all right, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to open up early anyways. Why don't we try to do some shit at 9 a.m.? You know, I ended up coming in one day, and he pretty much was just having me, like, just run the service. I did the dispatch, and then at that time, he hired Drew, too. Drew was on board maybe, like, a month before me. He was doing all the driving. I was coming in early. Drew would come in from, like, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. I would be there from, like, 9 a.m., and then running the phones until like 1 a.m. You feel me, bro? So
you opened up early, then you went back on dispatch.
Type shit, yeah. But I mean, I was doing dispatch while I was there, though. I told them, I said, yo, you're missing money in the morning, bro. I know there's stoners that need treat in the morning, you know?
When I have my delivery, people would hit me up the night before or in the morning just trying to get their stuff out. Because some of these people are going to go flip this shit, too. You got to realize they're on their grind, too. Just like we're waking up on our grind.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That was a lot of the people we had. Motherfuckers that were just buying from us and reflipping it, you know?
Yeah.
So
delivery going crazy back then.
Once I got on board, I had to keep up what I said, right? I had to fucking try to show out. And bro, I tried making sure that Ryan didn't even have to deal with the delivery. Like, I feel like me and Drew were like a perfect combo to be able to run that shit on our own. And then next thing you know, Ryan's going to Connected more. He's talking to fucking the wholesalers at Connected. Next thing you know, bro, we're starting to get a big ass line of Connected, all the black bags. You feel me? Indoor soil growing, the indoor shit, all the Smarty, bro. It got to a point.
Trust me, bro.
Like,
I on the delivery service, it's crazy how much is of like it is, because I'm getting doing the same motherfucking thing, bro.
Yeah,
so I see how it's going. I'm imagining myself being there with y'all right now.
It was a place to be, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was cool. Ryan just kept progressing, and it got to where Ryan got the invite to go to the Burner music video shoot. They invited him, bro, and like I think he got the invite from Ted or from Al Fresco. But you know what I'm saying? Either way, they were there. That's when we were first seen on a music video. That's where Ryan was in the video. He was holding up the 2 jars with the Doja Pack logo and the original Doja logo. You feel me? So he was able to. We started moving, bro. Like, my whole thing was to have me and Drew run that service the best to our abilities, so Ryan could be in other people's faces. Because at that time, bro, keep in mind, like, I knew we were trapping, but I didn't know. Nobody knew what this was gonna become. Nobody knew what this was gonna be, bro. We were a delivery service, and we knew we had a chance of being licensed, so we shut down in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So from 20
when they said shut down.
Yeah, you feel me? Because we didn't want to lose that, bro. So, but all we were doing, bro, on the real, bro, we were just going hard with sales. That we were just trying to get our name out there with the right people, bro. And Ryan was able to do that. Like Ryan knows how to network, bro. I learned a lot of my networking skills from him. I was able to soak up a lot of game from this dude.
Sick,
you know,
sick.
so as me and Drew were running that, he was leveling up more and more. And then we shut the service down, but he kept us fed. Like, it got to a point where y'all, hey, I'm gonna shut the service down. But then he took the step to LA in 2018. And then this fool brought back, at the time, which was popping, Satellite OG. He brought us to Billy Kimber, which is the best batch OG I've ever had in my life, was February 15th, 2018.
The Billy Kimber.
Bro, I remember that post on my first page, bro. Like, that shit
That's
was
crazy.
fucking fire, bro. Ryan just started fucking with the Garrison Lane folks, you feel me? Shout out to them, bro. They were holding it down with that. But my point is,
He's taking this trip.
Ryan was taking these trips, and bro, he was already doing the LA trips, bro, but not to this extent. Now he was one of the first people, in my opinion, that was taking the NorCal weed that was in demand in LA. He was doing that, and then he was grabbing the high demand LA weed and taking it up north. He was doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw what he was doing, I was like, bro, you're a genius, bro. I was like, maybe other motherfuckers have already done it, but not like how it is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When that shit was being done, bro, it was like very limited people doing that. So, like, I took notice to that shit, bro, and that allowed us to kind of like start expanding in LA. And then when we got to LA, bro, like, we knew we were gonna still be something. But me, Ryan, his wife, bro, we were cold calling hella delivery services. We were selling Friendly Farms live resin pens, like the first ones.
I remember
of
the
its
yellow
kind.
box and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before the yellow boxes, bro, they were fucking. You know what I'm saying? They were. Bro, I'm telling you, like the come up on those was crazy, bro. You bought them in like a fucking 12-pack or some shit. You know, black and gray boxes, said Liquid Live on it.
Yep.
But we were calling hella people, and at the same time, we would throw the Doja name out there.
Yeah.
And bro, people didn't really fucking know. They didn't know about Friendly Farms or Doja, but bro, we called thousands of accounts. Like, collectively, bro, thousands of accounts. And then once we did our first show in SoCal with Friendly Farms, and we did our first show independently, I think it was a fucking a Kush doc or some shit. I forgot what event it was, but either way,
There's a lot of events
we did it,
going
bro.
on.
But dog, that's when people started seeing our shit, because we had a line of folks from fucking New York, and we had a line of people from the UK, Germany, and shit. And they were trying to buy the Doja
that's
shit, because at
crazy.
that time they were really after the fucking the connected shit. And at that time we were getting all connected.
Man, they
putting it
figured
in
that
our own-
out.
Yeah, you feel me? They're like, yo, all right, so you guys are, because bro, we would give credit. We would put on our jar our sticker, and then it would say connected Gelato 41.
Very smart.
Sherbinski Bacho, you know.
Give
But
them
we wanted
credit
them
where
to know
credit's
who
due.
sourced it, because at that time we were trying to make this logo be a signature of, you know what I'm saying, good quality, perfect
A
smoke,
value,
enjoy a value. You feel me? Enjoyable smoke. So we were doing that, bro. And then after that, we got a surplus of calls, bro. That's where niggas were hitting up Ryan. Fucking people were hitting me up, his wife, and they're like, yo, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? We saw you guys at the event. We saw you guys doing this and that. And then that's when shit started growing, bro. You know, and it just got to a point, bro, where like I understood kind of what was going on. So everything that I ever got, I brought to the table. It doesn't matter what cultivator, what breeder.
Never
doesn't matter
gatekeep
what
on that
resource. Nah,
aspect.
not at all, bro. 'Cause the
Opened
way
it up.
if I give that, bro, as much as fucking people can keep it and try to like milk something out of it,
Because you
bro,
could have gone your own direction while he was doing that, but you're
But
like,
you
nah, let's
partnered
bring
Nah, I
it
believe
every
in this
single thing
shit.
home.
I believe in this shit, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, you keep in mind.
That's a difference.
I've been wanting to do this shit since I was 14.
Yeah.
And I heard, no. Motherfucker gave me my blessing of being able to do this shit. How can I not go hard for you, bro?
Yeah.
You
How
literally
can,
told
how
bro-
can I not keep my, if I'm keeping my
Yeah.
promise for all these fucking random ass 9-to-5 jobs,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
taxed and all this shit,
True,
making
true,
someone else rich, how the
true.
fuck am I not gonna do it for the person?
Like, bet on
that is-
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
You
I-
believed in it so much, you really called him and you go, I'll do this shit for free.
Bro, I'm
Type
telling
shit.
you,
You don't
I
have
just
to
wanted to
that.
be in,
You've
bro.
been doing that, like to take a pay cut because you believe in like
The bigger picture,
the
bro.
investment
Yeah,
that you're
bro.
doing with the brand.
100%.
And then
dog.
like, yeah, you got it tatted on you,
bro,
bro.
this is my
Like,
first tattoo I ever got.
No way.
This is my first tattoo I ever got on
Yeah,
my
that's
birthday in 2019.
That's big.
You know
And
what I'm
on your
saying?
hands?
Yeah,
Like,
first thing, bro. I told this for
What year did you get this?
2019. So 6 years ago now, right? Yeah, 6 years ago. On my birthday, it'll be 6 years, bro. This is my first tattoo I got. And, bro, it means a
hard.
lot to me, bro. Without
Yeah.
this, bro, I wouldn't be who I am, bro. Aside from it being in my name, bro, people think, oh, you're trying to branch off, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, like, you want to utilize the name or anything. It's like, nah, bro. It's like, I'm probably one of the first people that believed in this shit before anybody else did. So much so I got it tatted on me, bro. So much so I brought everything to the table, bro. And this shit, bro, it's not even about me, bro. Like, the whole point of the Doja pack is like a group of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, when you get the pack, the Doja pack, but like, it was a group of us, bro. We all shared the same vision. We all cared for each other, bro. You feel me? We would all link up every day, plot, fucking everybody played their position. Everybody played their role, bro. Like, it's hard to find that, especially coming where I'm coming from, bro, where like you give people a chance and then they fuck you over. You give somebody a chance, they make you fucking start from square one, you know? So like, I felt like I couldn't do that for my team, bro. I brought everything to the table. I don't care what, even when we did the first media shit together, bro, you feel me? Maybe my team didn't really see the value in it at that time, you know what I'm saying? But like, they saw what I was bringing. They saw the energy that I wanted to have. Like, I have a big vision for this shit, bro. Like, bro, you gotta keep in mind, I told the teacher, I was 14 years old, bro. No, I was 16 years old. I was in an English class, bro, talking about what we're doing in 10 years. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be known for the best weed in the world.
You told the teacher that in school?
I was already like known for weed in my high school, bro, you know? And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't do my fucking presentation, so I mouthpieced the whole thing. Everybody's talking about, oh, I'm gonna go to college and I'm gonna be an engineer. I'm gonna go be a fucking 4th grade teacher. Bro, I'm up there. I'm just like, yo, man, y'all already know what I'm known for. You know what I'm saying?
Like that good Doja.
Shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, bro. And that's
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just gonna take it to the world.
Because Doja means good weed. Like, they smoking that Doja.
That's what I'm
you know
saying.
What I'm saying?
That's the honest God reason what made me fucking hit this dude's. Bro, I'm like scrolling. I've seen all these fucking delivery service. I'm like, Doja. My boss is literally what I call weed right now. Like,
smoking on that
Doja.
You know
man. It's funny how all of it worked out, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it was really cool, man. Shout out to Ryan, because, you know what I'm saying, he took a shot on a kid, bro, and I just try to keep in my, I feel like thus far, man, I've kept my word, you know what I'm saying, about like how hard I'll go for this, how I want to do shit with my team, bro, and how this shit really means to me, bro. Like, it went from fucking just trying to make my way into this, bro, into like trying to make positive changes, not just with the plant, bro, but within this community, bro. You feel me? Like, I want to be able to make sure people can feel welcome and people really understand what our overall mission is. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, they're going to be talking about like what really matters towards the plant or towards this culture to this community. They're going to talk about the positive impacts people have had.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Social awareness, exactly. 100%. The social awareness, the contributions, bro. And like, no one's really going to remember like a lot of the shit, the marketing game that's going on right now. It's dope. I fucking love it, bro. I love seeing all the dope shit, bro. You feel me? Like, right now it became that game.
The
but,
toy era.
you feel me? Like,
Happy Meal.
Like, but it's just like all these people that fuck with it now are eventually gonna graduate, bro, and that's when they lead to like a Big Chief or to like a Doja or to like a more mature type of brand. You know, it's gonna end up.
That's why I never count anybody out, because there's some water right here. You never know who someone's gonna be. You feel me?
Facts.
Sometimes I see it early, because one thing about great people, they always have this one trait. They're gonna figure this shit out, and they're always worried about the bigger picture. Even if they don't know it, they always move towards that direction, right?
Exactly.
For example, when I see PBR, you know what I mean? He's a young man, just turned what? Where did you turn? 23, 24, 24 years old, right?
Recently?
Yeah, like last week.
Happy birthday, or happy belated birthday.
And when I look at this, he calls himself professional blunt roller, PBR, right? I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, hey, y'all don't realize there's someone out there that's gonna pay this dude millions of dollars one day, because they will get there to roll blunts.
Yeah, facts. 100%.
It's something you dream about. Like, hey, I give you getting paid to roll, because you're rolling yourself. That's you kind of see. So I'm looking at you, loving the passion of the weed. You wouldn't give that shit up for nobody. No matter your mom, your family, you living on the streets.
I take care. Mama, I love you. I take care of you now with this weed money, baby.
How beautiful is that? Full circle.
You feel me?
Full circle.
Like, he took the hard route.
Yeah.
To stay true to what he wanted
to do. What he said when he was 16 years old.
Yeah, man. You know, I never appreciated that about my bro. I learned that appreciation when I turned 31, bro. That was almost 2 years ago. I didn't appreciate that about myself, bro. There's a lot of stuff that I gave myself a hard time. I didn't give myself enough credit for stuff, bro. But it's like, bro, it's exactly that, dog. Like, I could have taken an easy route, bro. I could have stuck and done a bunch of shit, bro, but I didn't, bro. I decided to really get it out the mud. And I really think, bro, you asked me at the beginning of the podcast, like, a reason for my energy, and I think it's that, bro. Like, I've been through a lot of shit, bro. Like, bro, we just getting started with shit, bro. I went through some shit when I turned 29 and 30, bro. You know what I'm saying? That, like, it wasn't like a crazy low point, but your boy could almost not be here right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've
that
been
character
through,
building is different when you don't almost make it, but you make it through. Bro, even with us, bro, it's been like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
It builds so much character, but then you don't take your shit for granted.
Yeah, correct. Exactly.
100%. Because taking that shit for granted is the easiest way of everything. You're taking it for granted while I'm telling you to take it for granted at this point, you know?
Exactly.
But when you literally spend so much time and effort building something and it almost gets taken away, you literally step back and you like protect it with every single thing because it's
bro.
more than your baby, bro. At that point,
exactly.
So
bro.
then you and Ryan, Deliver Service booming, coming down to LA. Ryan's growing his networking. You and Drew fucking just taking over the delivery, making sure that everything you told Ryan, you promised him, and you're under promising, over delivering it. He comes down here. You guys do your first event.
It got to where he was living in LA and I was up north, and he saw how I was moving though. He saw, bro, like since I'm from the Bay, dog, and I finally got a chance to like move work a certain way. I was going from Sac all the way to San Jose, San Francisco, Oakland. Ryan was linking me up with Dio. He was linking me up with fucking, at that time, Powers Up with Mario Sherbinsky. He was telling these fools like, hey, yo, I got a little homie that's moving crazy right now. I was like, I'm not gonna be seeing y'all as much, but he'll grab whatever you guys have ready, and then we'll pretty much just split the whole thing. Bro, I got so many good connections, bro, and like, shout out to Ryan for even giving me a chance to do that, bro. Because sometimes, bro, sometimes you don't really want to put somebody in a position like that where they can meet certain people because you might think they're gonna backdoor you. You might think they're gonna do some shit
all the time,
bro. Have faith in you.
He didn't gatekeep you because he believed in you,
we broke bread together, bro. If I ever grabbed anything from any plugs, bro, I made sure that, bro, like me and Ryan made money at the end of the day. You feel me, bro? I'm telling, bro.
Till this day,
man. Maybe one time we'll do a after dark or after hours podcast, bro. I'll go into some stories and shit, bro. But like, you know what I'm saying, like the hustle was real with what we did, bro. And so I was taking over NorCal from Sacramento to the Bay. Drew was doing the exact same thing, bro. But I started leaving the delivery shit. And I found a little young homie named Guti, young Doja Guti. You feel me? That was my first assistant ever. And most people go through, like, you know how when you go through like a bunch of bullshit ass people, bro, to get to that one good one. Hey, not me, bro. I got lucky on the first one, bro.
Everything else was a fucking struggle.
Everything, bro. But that's what I'm saying. So looking at that now, bro. Yes, dog. Like I had the struggle of not being able to have people. I got blessed to have one young kid who was ordering from our delivery service every day for a $40 quarter or a $50 quarter. And I took a liking into him, bro. He was wholesome. He was honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? He was getting his own hustle, making his own money a way he shouldn't have been as a youngin', but he was doing his thing. And then I asked him to just do deliveries because I'm like, bro, I was like, I can't do deliveries and I can't hit these wholesale plays anymore, bro. I was like, I need
You were trying to expand.
Yeah, so I had him become my delivery person, and then from there, bro, that allowed me to go everywhere. I started being in LA with Ryan. I started finding my own plugs, or started finding my own sources, and started like meeting people through Instagram a lot more, kind of like what they do now, bro. You feel me? But like at the beginning, it's like not too many people were doing meetups like that. They were mainly going for sales. I wasn't trying to sell shit, bro. I was trying to lock in people when I moved to LA.
Trying to build.
Yeah, you feel me? Because like you said, bro, you never know who you can talk to that'll lead you somewhere, you know? It may not be money. It may not be money, bro, but it might be a crazy ass opportunity that
relationships are everything, bro.
Everything.
It could be a big play. You don't know what people are working on.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
you don't know what their network is.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Especially I got AJ being our brand manager. He being here cooking up. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. You were Sexy Red the other day. We saw Sexy Red at Rolling Loud the other day. You feel me? Like he's just been working. He didn't call me.
He got a network.
Yeah, he got a network for sure. He didn't call me. He was like, I'm with Sexy Red today. He goes, I seen it. I go, hey, that's why you didn't reply to my message. You're a Sexy Red, huh? I'm
enjoying the moment, dog. You feel me? Basking in
but
that.
you never know, because Sexy Red might be love and smoke weed. He goes, I got something for you. Because you never knows who he is, too. You never know who you're fucking talking to, you know?
Yeah, that's facts.
Same situation. Okay, now you set, what's her name? Doja Guti.
Yeah, Doja Guti.
Shout out Doja Guti.
Yeah, bro. So it got to a point where things were going tremendously great, bro. Like, at that time, I created Giraffe Pussy, which at the time I was using a Skittles Tom Chem. Yeah, it was August 2019, bro. So I did the whole Giraffe Pussy thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chico, shout out to John Doe. Both of them from John Doe. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We came up with some shit together.
John Doe Supply Company?
Yeah.
Cool as fuck. I met bro, cool as fuck. I didn't even know what he did. Then he goes, this is my brand right here. I'm like, bro, we're just smoking the he makes the duck sauce and everything too, right?
No. John Doe Supply Co. Maybe he is. I don't know. He just did the head crack. His is the Kamikaze. That's
Kamikaze. He's a younger kid though, right?
Yeah. So Nick, So Nick is one of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? What they call him, the general. And then you have Chico, bro. And like Chico obviously started as a Doja member. He was one of us. And then he branched out to do his own thing with his partner, Nick. At that time, bro, we were smoking one day, me and Chico, and we were talking about how much we disliked the Cheetah Piss name as a strain. And we started just back and forth saying random ass like animal parts, just fucking trying to be funny.
What animal part did you
say? We both, so bro, we said elephant trunk for like, and did some weird ass sexual thing with it. We said fucking, he said lion.
Imagine elephant pussy.
Bro. bro. But what's crazy is we both said giraffe, bro. It was just crazy because we both said giraffe pussy, and I think we were both thinking of we were getting high as giraffe pussy. So, bro, we said it, bro. And when we said it, I was like, yo, and they got 2 Z's because the Skittles cross. So, bro, that same night we cooked up the design. It was Sticker Farmer. One of his employees ended up making the design. I got bags printed, and Nick brought to the table this shit called it's called Zem now, but it was Skittles cross to Chem. I don't know what particular
Chem and the Skittles cross is crazy.
Yeah, Skittles cross Chem 91, bro. That was like
super sweet but gassy.
Bro, super sweet but gassy. Amazing Z-Terps, bro, with the right fucking kick, bro. Like, it wasn't like, it was weird because it was like a funky Z. You know, kind of like similar traits that it has now, but I think it's even funkier now because the shit Sea Junkie developed, which was Skittles cross Animal Cookies BX2. Like, that's what giraffe pussy is now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we shelved up that strain, bro. You feel me? Like, in 2020, just because, you know what I'm saying? There was some disputes, I believe, about what was happening with that Zem strain. So the person didn't really take a liking into me and kind of just stopped the general from getting some work. You know, he was the one grabbing it.
He tried to gatekeep it.
Type shit, yeah. You feel me, bro? But it's all love, bro. You feel me? I feel it, dog. You see somebody else doing something of yours, and like, if you don't see the direction, bro, like, hey, dog, you know what I'm saying? Power to you, bro. You feel me? You want to fuck some shit up mid-stride?
Nowadays, it's totally different. People get their strains out. We want everyone smoking from Spain, Germany, everything beyond.
Exactly.
That's how much the game has changed, guys.
Yeah, bro.
You want people to smoke your shit and blow that shit up.
100%. That's the value.
They don't understand it back then, but now they're realizing, like, hey, we should let that motherfucking shit go. It shit would have been crazy.
And then, bro, they had hype for it too as Zem. I think they just liked the name that they called it better. So I wasn't really tripping, bro. At that time, bro, I created a mad wave with it. So when we shelved it from 2020 to 2022, it wasn't on the shelf. That's why when we did the first Hollywood premiere and we released not just Giraffe Pussy,
that's
the re-release, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was in 23. We didn't just release the Giraffe Pussy, but we released a sister pheno and a back cross of it, you know? So, not a sister pheno, a second generation pheno of it, so.
And you crossed it within itself and you
correct,
back crossed
it. Yeah, the BX1 is fucking gas, bro, super fire. So, that's why I feel like that shit had the hype, bro. But that's one of the values that I was supposed to bring, bro. You feel me? Like, I'm not just gonna come out here. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm what you can call an overachiever or a go-getter, or like, I can't wait for somebody to do some shit. Like, if we're making noise and now we're working on the next thing and things are kind of paused, or like, you know what I'm saying, things are not moving a little bit slower because we're fucking actually planning and coordinating for the next big fucking wave we're creating. Like, I'm not just gonna sit there and wait for it to be ready. You feel me? Like, I gotta create some of my own shit, or at least gotta be able to make enough noise to keep, like, bro, nothing's worse than you drop some shit and then now you're kind of quiet, waiting and planning for your next shit. Like, nah, bro. I wanted to, my bad.
No, that's what I was gonna ask you next. I was like,
but I just had to do some shit, bro, to add value, bro. That's why I always brought my resources, my connections, and everything.
Add the value.
I had to bring that shit to the table, bro.
That's
why
I
had to.
I was gonna ask you. I know you guys were picking up from everybody else, but one thing I did talk to Ryan about. You guys locked in on Doja, Duke of Doja, and every single person, and brought something.
Shout out Rusty.
Shout out Rusty, and then y'all started preparing for the future.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you're saying what you're saying, but I totally understand what you're saying because you can get across right now and start working on that shit, then the wave changes, right? Exactly. But y'all are trying to create the wave for the future because, look, we got 2025, 26, 27, 28. We got the World Cup, Olympics, Super Bowl, and so much shit in between. And a lot of eyes can be set for this part of the world right now, right? And then cannabis is being less hated on, is being less like a devil's lettuce to more like socially accepted, to be more like a medicine or a social thing that people use, right?
People seeing the benefits.
And you guys, that's why I respect Doja in general. That's why I really fuck with you guys as a conglomerate, because y'all are not going for the quick picture. Y'all want to build something, something y'all like. Because I know when Doja was there, I know you guys were pheno testing so many strains, and sometimes you go, I didn't even find shit from this fucking whole hunt that it took so long to grow, flower, and it gets to my shit because someone spent all their time curing it.
Yeah, bro.
And it's a straight up no.
Yeah, it happens a lot more. It happens way more than you think, bro.
But a lot of people could be like, I spent all this money, at least we could get this one, and fuck the little plant taste right here, even after the perfect cure, we put it out there. But y'all know, y'all smoke this motherfucker every day, just like me, how I would notice, or my brother would notice. Y'all look at a picture like that too. That's what separates you guys from everything. People could be like quality control all day. When you choose that motherfucking strain, you know exactly how it's supposed to be.
You know what it's gonna do, bro.
You smoke the first, second, third hit to the end of it, you know the quality control. You're like, hey yo, you're doing this with the plant right there when you're growing it or not. Well, did you not cure it for 2 days extra than I've been telling you? You know what I mean? Different fucking shit. Now you start dialing it in.
Yep, exactly.
So now
that's the value.
That's what the value you guys are adding on top
that's
of it.
literally what I was going to say.
Everybody
That is
else
the value.
isn't gonna be
Everything
doing
else,
that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think
that's beautiful though.
So we're not one of the only ones. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
shout
shout
out to a lot of other brands, bro. But I feel like
shout out Zach back there too.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Hood Baby, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That man's method, bro, to make sure he got a keeper is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if it's a secret sauce or anything.
You can say it. He can come say it on the pod when he comes on there.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, cause bro, the way this man solidifies that he has a keeper is fucking insane. I don't know anybody else that does it like him, bro.
Got some good people around us, bro.
But like, there's like people like that, bro. In 20, like Hood Baby, bro. Like Team 10, bro. Even fucking Big Smoky Extracts at the time. Is that what it is? I think it's Big Smoky Extracts, if I'm not mistaken. But he, bro, a lot of these people. A select group of people, they were fucking showing you how you should be QCing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were getting away with bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were just going away because it looked good or whatever, bro. And people were just buying
that shit was all hard outside. A lot of people shit was all hard outside.
Bro,
when you smoke it, you're like, all right, this doesn't smell like weed.
I feel like
this is kind of crazy right here.
Yeah, bro. I feel like a lot of people are still relevant today because they joined a movement of people that wanted to show how you should properly look for weed or what you should at least expect from good weed. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to cough all crazy for you to get high or whatever. Like, nah, bro. Like some outdated ass fucking like guidelines for like finding weed. Yeah, like I'm telling you,
misconceptions are crazy in the cannabis community.
Crazy, bro. You know,
motherfucker didn't flush it correctly. It's gas, bitch. That shit wasn't flushed correctly. That shit's supposed to be silky smooth.
But that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot more people in our culture. In our culture with weed, there's a lot more people like that than there's people that's kind of like on our wavelength right now, bro. You know, and that's why I think it's vital for us to do shows like this. You know what I'm saying? For people like Hood Baby, you know what I'm saying, and other folks to get on the show and be able to fucking express like the importance of really trying to find good weed, really cultivating good weed to like a certain standard, bro. Because like,
what's good weed to you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's good weed to me, bro? I don't look at percentages. I don't do none of that shit, bro. Good weed to me, bro, is just something that I can smoke from start to finish with just pure enjoyment. Now, you might sometimes, bro, you might end up putting some shit out, bro. When you put something out, maybe the flavor stain isn't there no more. You feel me? After smoking it halfway or whatever. But for me, it's like when we roll something and I'm hitting it and I'm hitting it. It's staining my tongue, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, there's shit that keeps, maybe not the same flavor, bro, but the fact that you are enjoying a certain terp that has given you all the way down to the bottom, bro, that's a keeper. Like that's something like, bro, that's how when we do our pheno hunts, bro, there's been times that we find shit like that, bro. Sometimes, bro, maybe like after trying to dial it in, maybe things don't really go as planned. But bro, like there's some, bro, like the Biscotti Skittles. When I found that one, I literally kept smoke. I told Angel City, I'm like, bro, keep this one, bro. It grows ugly. She's an ugly ass bitch, bro.
It's by
I swear to God, when
crazy.
she's properly cured and dried, bro, you can smoke that shit down to the stingers. It tastes amazing, dog. So for me, good weed is just something that gives you the right smoking experience, bro. The ash, okay, cool. If it's white ash, that's fucking dope. If it promotes a good oil ring, that's cool. A lot of the times, bro, you're gonna generate an oil ring if you're smoking in a closed environment. You know what I'm saying, bro?
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe the way you roll them might make it leak more, you know, but like that's a good box to check off. But,
one
bro,
of the biggest strains right now is Z. Look how ugly and small it
bro,
is.
that shit's always
you couldn't even sell those shits back then for a high ticket, right? Nowadays, you got some Z rosin, you got some Z this, you got some Z that. Everything's Z.
It's one of the few flavors that does that though. You feel me? I mean, good Z. Like it's one of the few flavors where you can really smoke in a blunt that you can smoke in a joint, bro, where it's just gonna linger the whole way through. And I feel like that's what a lot of people go for. But it's really connoisseur people, bro. That's why, bro. Hey, I give credit to the UK. Like the UK, I feel like a lot of people in the UK got a crazy fucking palate, bro.
Really?
Because one, they go after, bro. They can get whatever UK grown weed out there, bro. And they know how to differentiate weed that was grown in Cali because of the experience
indoors,
that they
outdoors,
have. Yeah, bro. Like some of the most best palettes I've ever met, bro, are homies that came in from London or fucking like, you know what I'm saying, Ireland or
shout out my
Germany. Yeah, my innits, my bruvs, you know.
You good?
You know what's crazy? I wanted to touch on it. I went to Spanibus for them, right? Just to touch bases, see like what was popping out there last year.
Hell yeah.
And where I went was Doja's, one of the social clubs.
How insane started
Such
from
a
the
great
sack to the other
experience.
side of the world,
just
bro.
fire,
Shout out to you, Ryan.
Not gonna lie, bro. It's just dope.
That's
bro.
pretty cool.
Locking that shit in was epic, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's dope to see it, bro, because we get tagged in that shit every day. There's somebody
There's
in that
just mine
bitch
over there. They're smoking my shit over there.
And it's like an amazing experience.
Yeah, bro.
Like to see it, and then like what you said, like, oh, the dudes from UK, I was in there, and people would come in from Ireland, from London,
everywhere,
from,
bro.
Social
and I
clubs
was like,
are
yo, what the
different.
fuck?
Smoking's over
Yeah,
there.
man.
He was telling me how
Crazy,
people
bro.
like go into social clubs, random people. It could be like a bunch of tables, but people
Yeah.
all come together and smoke from different backgrounds, and they share their weed. I don't share my blunts, but they be sharing their weed and stuff, and they be talking about, oh, I'm from here. Weed's like this. The ultimate network spot you guys created, from networking to creating the ultimate network spot for the whole world to come in one space. Over there in Spain to go enjoy that.
Yeah.
Pinch yourself, bro. Pinch yourself,
Bro,
Ryan.
it's insane.
Shit's
And then
pretty cool.
if you see it, like, I feel like if you told somebody, oh, there's like a like smoking lounge that you could go to. I like to smoke cigars, so I go to cigar lounges all the time. I wasn't expecting the experience I had. Like
dope.
first, I love the
That's dope.
you can't tell where it is.
Type shit, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like even though like you can look it up on Yelp where it is.
I have people hit me up all the time, like, where
Bro,
is it, dog?
and
Where
then
is
it's
it?
just a door. There's no branding. There's no address. Like what
Until
the
you go
fuck?
inside.
But then you notice like, oh, this shit is like a heavy door, and it got a camera. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably it. Buzz come in. As soon as you buzz into the next door, it's fucking beautiful.
Different, bro. It's a
Marble,
different setup.
everything lit up.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
no way.
We wanted to make. I mean,
It's
the weed you're
amazing,
buying
bro.
gives you a certain experience. We want you to be able to consume that weed with a next
Yeah.
level experience.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We really try doing it. Shout out to the partners that helped us out with that store, bro. They brought a certain vibe.
Killing.
I get messages every day of like, yo, bro,
Yeah.
you guys are really doing it. And people see it of value, bro. The fact that it's a brand that you can trust, that you can rely on having a really good quality weed. You feel me? Having that shit out there where you know, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Not only can I smoke there, but I can buy their weed too. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, bro. It's a big value for them. out there.
Huge, bro. And everybody was like stupid excited. Like I went to have meetings with people there at the end of Spanibus, and it was cracking. And I was like, yo, it's packed. And they were like, bro, you should have been here during the event. We were at capacity
She was
every
popping
day.
and shit. Yeah, bro. No, they be getting cracking. That's dope that
Dude,
you went, bro. You
yeah.
didn't go?
No, I didn't go. I
Like,
sent him
fuck,
though.
dog? What
I
the
be sending
fuck?
him
I'm just
though.
kidding. I'm just
I
kidding.
sent him. I'm about to send him to
yeah.
Mary Jane Berlin too.
To Berlin, yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
going?
No, I got
There
shit
you
to
go.
do, bro. I be in here cooking.
Yeah,
Hey,
I feel
y'all
you.
see,
I
I
feel
been
you.
inside
We
here
gotta
cooking.
split up.
Right? I
That
have
is
so
for
much to
sure.
cook.
I like that. I like
So
that. I like
we
that.
have to like Doja was
Well,
doing.
I'ma see you,
Everybody
dog.
was
You know what I'm
going.
saying?
Yeah,
You feel
No,
me?
y'all
sure.
gonna connect for sure.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I knew wanted to do this pod before y'all even head over there, because then we got something to talk to when y'all come
Let's
back too. Because
go.
I really want to know about this.
Let's
All right,
go.
so look. Going to creating this brand, organically, naturally putting out the strains and giving
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
the props,
Yeah.
and then just building a team around it, doing these events from Hollywood events to having the Hollywood sign up there,
Yeah.
to you going out there different places like the East Coast curating relationships.
Yep.
But one thing I really want to tell my experience to you guys, because I really want to share this, right? Like,
Right.
I've been in New
I'm
York
ready.
multiple times. No, for real, bro. You got to be ready for this. Buckle in, buckle in, buckle in, lock in, gang. Lock in.
Feel me?
I go to Washington Square Park. But before you go to Square Park, right? Like Washington Square Park.
When
there's
did you go? When did you go?
This was 420 2
420.
years ago? Or last year?
Last year.
I'd be
Last
high. I'd be
year.
forgetting.
You
So
good.
this is
That's
last year. Before y'all cut me off, let me go through this whole experience, because it's so euphoric for me till this day. It's so vivid.
Yeah,
I'm
I
walking
got
up
you,
and
I
there's
got
these
you.
bales, right? There's these like hay bale type of things, bales, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
kind of lower. And all I see, there's like a dude with a nice piece of dab rig on there taking rosin dab. First of all, I'm walking more, a little bit more. I see it on the other side, and I keep seeing them. See some G'd up stickers. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
how cool is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you know about G'd up, we'll put you on. It's an Australian brand, booming, bro.
Yeah.
He's a part of it.
Oh my God.
And then we seen that stickers, and I kind of go in more. But I know you did it last year too, and I got the experience from last year. The reason I went, I asked you. It was just kind of a small tent you put on there, and a couple people came out there to sell other different things.
Type shit, yeah.
So I'm walking up there, and I see a mob. There's thousands and thousands of people, right? But it goes like this. Before y'all interrupt me, remember I told you lock in. Bro, I walk in there. I couldn't even find bro. You feel me? I walk in, I see Doja, I see Wizard, I see Oscars from Hall of Flames.
Yeah.
I keep walking through, I see Twin CEO. I'm like, oh, hold on. Yeah, I keep walking, right? I see like fucking bosses, right? Then I just see a bunch of fucking stoners, like nonstop with their own boots.
Yep.
The whole Square Park, you see police in there
Yep.
getting fucking secondhand high.
Yep.
You see a bunch of skaters right there just skating right
yeah,
there, and
yeah.
the
Last
skating,
year-
the
last year
whole
was
skating
Halloween.
thing. Bro, this was like a motherfucking movie.
It looked like a movie.
And all I could think is the whole time is, Hey, my homie was one of the first people to come out here and put a tent right here.
Yeah.
Talk about how the experience went, because it's going to happen next year. 420.
Yeah, for sure.
420 this year? What's going on? Huh?
20 by 20.
Yeah, I did.
Bro, you're shitting on all the fucking cannabis events that go for months to try to put this shit out there, bro.
So I'll say
I've never
this.
seen anything like this in my life,
I've
bro.
never
I know
seen
AJ
that.
has
And like,
to this
to
day.
be from LA?
Bro, that's you, bro.
Like you,
Nah,
That's
that's
you,
dope,
bro.
man. Nah. I'm gonna say this, bro, because I don't want nobody from New York being mad at me claiming. I'm
Feels
gonna
some
say
type of
this.
He's the
way.
one that put me on. That's why the
I'm
weird.
gonna say this, man. Look, I was in New York when, bro, even just in 2020, bro, I almost got arrested for sparking up, bro, at Washington Square Park, for almost sparking up at fucking Times Square.
Wait, you almost got arrested for Washington Square Park? I see
Bro.
thousands of people sparking up later on.
So it got legal in 2021,
Yeah.
right? But before that, bro, if you had any kind of weed, they were gonna make it an issue. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not all officers, but bro, what I experienced, like it was to the point where my boy would say, "Yo, EK, the cops are behind us, and we got weed in the car," and he's like, "Bro, I'm just letting you know, I'm not stopping if they flash us. I'm gonna I'm gonna Fast and the Furious the
We
fuck
hitting
out of here."
corners,
You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, bro, if we get fined with weed, bro, it wasn't just a slap on the wrist. It's New York. They're gonna try to make something out of it. You feel me? So
Got it.
I was there during that time, and I remember like just that experience. But then I saw that shit went legal. You feel me? And we were in Miami for like a Doja event on a rooftop at the Sky Bar or some shit. And Ryan's talking to Matt of Astor Club, and I remember, bro, like just chopping it up. I think I was chopping it up with Cody of fucking Pat Gods.
Oh, shout out Cody. He's been out here too.
Yeah,
That's
so
my-
we
that's
talked
my boy.
about, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, bro, like, let these folks know, bro, Washington Square Park, 420 and shit. And then, bro, when he said that, I thought about it, and I'm like, yo, bro, and I hyped it up too, but then I thought, I'm like, yo, it's the first year it's gonna be legal. I'm like, bro, I was like, dog, like, we can get a mob of fucking stoners together at that park. You feel me?
Okay.
That park, bro, if you was in the 90s and shit, bro, maybe even the 80s, bro, skaters would be at Washington Square Park buying weed. You feel me? That was a spot you can meet with the Jamaican.
That
You can meet
fucking
with all
arch
the,
right there is fucking legendary.
you feel
Yeah.
me?
Movies,
like that's
like-
like that's a piece of
Shit's
culture
different.
in New York,
I Am
bro.
Legend, yeah.
Yeah, bro, like, that's a big piece of New York culture, especially for fucking our community, bro, for stoners. So I just fucking ran to Ryan when he's talking to Matt, and I'm like, yo, bro, we should just fucking invite Fidel, fucking Surge. We should invite fucking Wiz, Dio, everybody, bro. And say, yo,
And
bro,
there was a
let's
stoner,
go.
invite
Yeah,
them.
I was like, let's go to fucking Washington Square Park, and let's just not post anything, but we tell people be in New York, and then the day of in the morning, we're like, yo, Washington Square Park,
Yeah,
so
blast
everybody
it.
can be
Yeah,
ready,
yeah.
bro. Ryan looked at me and was like, yo, bro, that's not a fucking bad idea. And then Matt was like looking at me, and at Ryan's like, yo, we should do that. Like, so that's why we had the thing with Astor Club. That's why it was Doja Astor Club for the whole 420 in the park
Sick,
thing, you
sick.
know? But bro, I messaged Ted, Green Dog, a couple other homies. I'm saying, yo, bro, I was like, I'm thinking we should do this. You feel me? I think it'll be dope for the culture. And New York already fucks with our brands. I think it would be dope because we're not gonna have a tent. The first year we didn't even have a tent. We just had like a table. I was selling shirts, and it was just being able to be a fan of this community and of these brands. And you're fucking rubbing shoulders with Big Chief or with Fidel. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to say that's what you did for 420. They're not selling me anything. They were just there smoking with us. You know?
By the moment I saw you, bro, you're so many people around you. I could have not look
Last
up and
year,
not
right?
smile. Last
Bro,
year, and I
last
could not
year-
look at you and not smile, bro.
Yo,
so I have to
crazy.
give you your flowers,
I appreciate you, bro. And I'll tell you
You're
this.
a legend for
the
that, bro,
first
for
year,
sure.
bro, it was dope because a lot of people, like even John Capetta wrote an article about that, which I bless his heart for doing that, bro. That's dope.
That's
Because
dope.
it's not that I'm pretty sure this is an idea people have been had in New York, but they did not have the chance to
dream.
do some shit.
You utilized it,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? And bro, I tried hitting up all the New York people too. I even told White Boy Kev. I told hella people like, yo, bro, like pull up. This isn't just a Cali thing. Like New York fucked with our brand, so we would like to participate in it. And then the fact that Astor Club got involved, it got really cool, bro. I feel like it was something really done for the culture, you know.
Can I
and-
get a tent next year? Next year, bro.
Bro, I can't this year. My baby's due on 420.
Okay, for sure.
yeah.
But one day I would love to go with you to Washington Square Park on
yeah.
420, bro, and do it up because
Let's do it.
I was walking there and people were freaking out. It was like general population, people coming up. Big Chief.
Yeah.
Some people are like, let me do the diamond tester thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like doing media shoots, different type of people. I'm looking around. I'm like, guys, I don't know. Just pause. Just suck it in. Pause. Suck this in. Soak this in. Because I don't know if you could ever feel like this again. Because a lot of shit does get diluted, bro.
100%, bro. Bro, the reason why I said Washington Square Park is because it just went legal, and there hasn't been a festival-like event like that at that park yet because of illegal.
Yeah.
But I'm from the Bay. I went to Golden Gate Park, bro. I was at Hippie Hill every year since I was 14 years old, bro. So
Hippie Hill.
So being there, bro, but then seeing how once it went legal, they tried making it into like it wasn't the same.
It waters
bro.
down, bro.
It fucking became this
Got you,
weird
got
fucking
you.
cannabis fair shit. Like it wasn't the same, bro. It wasn't about the culture.
Yeah.
It was more so fucking being able to take advantage. You know what I'm saying, monetize it, capitalize on that shit. So
like the corporation influence.
yeah, you know. So like even like, everybody tried making their money there,
Yeah.
bro. But New York, it was such a new thing that I knew people were gonna fly out from places.